Good morning. Welcome to the Scott Ferrell Show. Yesterday was a little heavy topic about Rome burning and us being part of it. Today's going to be Love and Lollipops. We're going to talk about relationships, and we're going to do it the entire time. So you got 2 hours to relax, get in the flow of your day. Maybe you had a tough drive into work today, but now you can relax because, well, theoretically you can relax. If relationships are tense subject for you, well, we're going to relax you anyway. But we're going to talk about relationships. My father died almost 30 years ago, and one of my father's dreams was to travel across the United States, see all 48. Well, he got to do that right before he died. My father almost timed it to the day of his death. So he gets the trip done, he goes back to Myrtle Beach where he lived, and he passed away. And I promised myself that day I would do something like that before I passed away. And then, 10 years later after that, the movie The Bucket List comes out. And everybody starts to make their bucket list. And so I was looking at the internet yesterday and I was thinking, if I had to make a bucket list, or let me rephrase that, if women had to make a bucket list of what it meant to be a dude, a guy, a man, what would it look like? And if we wrote it, us men, if we made that list, what would that list look like? So I looked I looked up like 35 of them. I went through them, and I wanted to see what the professional writers of magazines would say every man needed to do or be before he passed away. And so the way I'm going to start this out is I'm going to start out with what the popular media thinks is a man, or the characteristics of being a man, or if you are a man's man, what you're going to do before you pass away. Now, we do have a question and answer time with this, so I want you to be in. It's easy to get in on. All you have to do is text or email. Let me give you that email, questions@scottferrell.com, SCOTFERRELL.com, or you can text us 706-889-9700. It is important to be part of this subject because it's the one subject that seems to be a hotbed of tension, excitement, and anger and frustration when I go out and speak. And I'll go out and speak to a singles group, and they'll want to know, how can I find the one I could always love? And I will always tell them, always, it starts with you. It's not the external, it's not the other person, it's you. Well, now I'm going to compare this list to what I say in my speeches. All right, so first we're going to cover what the popular media says every single man should do before he passes away, or what really makes a man. Number one kind of amused me. It's drive across the country. Well, I've knocked that one out. So raise your hand right now if you've driven across the country. It can be a lot of fun, and it can cause your back to hurt. It can be extremely frustrating, especially when you get food poisoning in the middle of the desert in New Mexico. I actually got the food poisoning in Albuquerque, but I got in my car and I was driving to LA, and then I started to get symptoms about 300 miles out in the middle of nowhere. And if you know anything about it, that plane's flat, so everybody can see what you're doing. So number one for them was to drive across the country. I really love the next two. Take a martial arts class. Well, I've got friends that are black belts. I've got a couple of friends that are in the black belt, so to speak, martial arts Hall of Fame. I have not personally taken one, but I have friends that do. Take a vacation from your BlackBerry phone. BlackBerry, people still use those. Any type of electronics. So you have to be a man and to have that on your bucket list, you've got to take a break from your electronics. Start a business. Well, I've started several. So you have to start a business to be a man or to be fulfilled as a man. Live off the land for a week. Man, I've done that several times. As kids, we did that all the time. Leave a huge tip for a server. Ladies, how many times have you been on a date and the guy wanted to be the man? You know, he pulls it out. He lets you see what's there, you know. Got a whole stack of bennies. Or he's got that black American Express and he throws it on out there. What's up, mama? You see that? If that's happened, please email me, questions@scottferrell.com, or send me a text, 706-889-9700. I want to know if that's ever happened to you. Get a shave from a barbershop. Did that as a kid. Learn how to fly. I don't know why, but this was on everybody's list. Learn how to fly a plane, or learn how to fly a glider, or learn how to fly something if it's your own wings. So that makes you a man if you learn how to fly a plane. Now, I love this one because it reminds me of Mad Men in the 60s when I grew up. Learn how to make classic cocktails. Keep a stocked bar. I don't drink. So what would I have in my bar? Every flavor of soda, and I don't really drink soda, so I'd have to find a stand-in. Take up a serious fitness routine. Well, at my age, that's always a good idea. Let me see else. Defend someone else. Well, I did that all through being a kid and as a teacher, as an adult, and I still do that now. All right, if you hate your job, quit. Do something passionate about your life. Yes, I know the movement right now is to be passionate about everything. A person who got my coffee today seemed very passionate about it. But when I go to get my coffee or my ice cream or whatever it is I'm going to get, I want the passion to be, I guess, superseded by the competence. So that's great if you want to be passionate about something. But always remember, if you want to make a living, you got to be the best at what you do. You got to be the best at delivering it, and you've got to be irreplaceable. Now, if that passion doesn't fit into that, that's probably a bad idea. All right, I like this one. Collect things that inspire and fascinate you. For me, that's comic books or Star Trek paraphernalia. There's always a photo of Bond. Every single list that I looked for this, there was a photo of James Bond. Well, what's James Bond normally classically tailored in for all of his photos? Tuxedo. Own a tuxedo. I used to. I don't really have a place for one anymore. Live in a big city for a few years. Done that. If you currently live in a big city, you might be thinking, man, I'd like to live in a small city sometime. I've done both. Here's one. Donate anonymously in someone else's name. Done that. Handwrite a love letter. Done that. Sometimes I think women wonder if we can write it all. Go to a championship game. Done that. Go skinny dipping. Can't talk about that. Go to a midnight premiere of a big movie. Done it. Used to go to the midnight movie all the time. All right, who was with me? Who's with me here? You've been to Monty Python and the Holy Grail or the Rocky Horror Picture Show at midnight for numerous weeks. Or am I the only one here? I mean, seriously. All right, if I'm the only one, that's great, but I got a feeling somebody's lying to me. Host a dinner party. Done that. Married to the woman I'm married to, we host dinner parties. All right, join the Mile High Club. I don't like flying. I've already told my wife we're probably not going to join that one. Do a horse bet. I can do math. Memorize a poem. Anybody that's been to school in America has memorized a poem. Go skydiving. Probably not going to happen for me. Host a Gatsby-sized party. Again, I'm married to the woman I'm married to. I married Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. It's there. Travel the world. Been able to do it. Learn another language well enough to flirt with a native-speaking stranger. Done it. Buy something extravagant, pay for cash. Done it. Take a public stance on gender equality. Where did that come from? All right, ladies, let me know. Does that really make a man if he takes a stance on gender equality? I think the writer went off on a little of that one. Playing a poker tournament? Probably not. Learn to ride a motorcycle? Yes. Drive a tractor. I'm a redneck from a small town. I think I got that one down. Get a bespoke suit. I used to be in the custom tailoring business. Still got those, still wear those. Train for and run a race. It's never going to happen. I always tell my friends, if you ever see me running, I'm running for two reasons. Either they're giving away free ice cream and the ice cream truck's still within reach, or a bear is chasing me and it's the only chance I have to survive. Okay, that's why I'm running. All right, see the Northern Lights. That's still on my list. Learn to sail, done. Write thank you notes, do. Learn to sing, performed. I retired at the age of 30. From performance, learn to drive a stick. That's how I learned. Okay, so you get the gist. And their last one was teach a child how to do something. Well, as a father, as a coach, and teacher, I think I've done that one. Is this list valid? I mean, I want to ask guys and ladies on this one. Is this list valid? Now, I want you to get on the conversation. Questions at scottferrell.com or how you can do this, or you can text us, 706-889-9700. This is all leading up to something I'm going to cover, love and lollipops, this whole hour. Next hour, my guest, Erin Saxon's going to be stopping in. You've seen Erin on The View, The Rosie Show. She was the producer. And she likes to hang out with some really cool guys. Maybe you've heard of Mark Victor Hansen and Bob Proctor and Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield, Chicken Soup for the Soul. She currently gets to hang around with him, do his PR, and handles just about anything there is to do for Jack. Jack's one of the most wonderful guys in the world. Jack will be coming on my show eventually. We just got to get worked into the schedule. She and I are going to talk about singles and what it means to date and all the things that go along with it. She is a single mother, so it makes for more fun, and she's currently got a project going on for singles. All right, stay with me. That's the list that the media says that we guys should follow. I've got my own list. I took time to write out, and I'm going to see how close they match. Ladies, get in on the conversation, 706-889-9700. I'm Scott Ferrell, and I'll be right back.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like meat lovers, backyard barbecue chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and Ellijay.
The 50-50 sale is back at Schottenkirk Ford. 50 trucks must go in the next 50 hours. Shop over 250 trucks in stock and starting as low as $79.95. And there's several more on the lot just like it. Yes, 50 trucks must go, and not just Fords. We have all the best makes and models. You have 50 hours to cash in on huge savings. Don't miss our 50-50 sales event at Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Online at SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
Welcome back to the show. I am Scott Ferrell, your host. If you're just turning in, I've been talking about love and lollipops is the topic today. But I've been talking about what it makes to be a man. What is the real definition of a guy's guy or a man, or what a man should do before he dies or leaves this world? And last night before I started doing this, I researched all kind of websites, and then I went through all the lists, and I just read the list of what the media or what a writer would think a man's man is, or what a man should do before he passes away. And I want to make sure I get the ladies in on this, and I've got ladies typing in now to me about stuff. And one of the questions I also asked in conjunction with this was, what's the weirdest date you ever went on? All right, so I'm going to get to that. Aaron and I are going to cover that next hour because Aaron's been on some weird dates. I'm wondering if she just goes on weirdpeople.com to date. But we'll find out that here in a few minutes. But now that I've read the media's list and I know what the media thinks about men and what the media says I should do as a guy, I want to look at something I say we should do as men. Someone posted something on Facebook yesterday that I really liked. It was very close to the list I had. So you can go to my Facebook page, Scott Ferrell, ScotFerrell, and check that out. We'd like it if you go by, check our page out, list some of the things that you want to either see, something you think, or whatever's on your mind on our Facebook page, but like our page. But what I posted was the rules of being a gentleman. Ladies, as I was researching for my book, What Men Don't Get About Women, it's not out yet. It will come out this year. Ladies were telling me that men did not know how to be gentlemen. Now, I taught high school, and I was in the high schools for over 20 years. I also learned that ladies don't know how to be ladies anymore. But since we're talking about guys right now, we're going to get the girls when Aaron comes. I'm going to handle what it really means to be a guy. Well, my first thing for being a guy is you have to understand there's a creator. Okay, let's get that far. You've got to understand that we were created. Why is that so important? Well, you have a purpose, plan, and direction in this life. If this life were just random, we'd have a lot of issues. We'd have a lot more than we do now because there would be no rhyme nor reason for anything that we do as humans. So you got to understand that there's a creator and that you truly have a purpose. And what's that purpose tied to as a guy, especially? Because we always seem to tie our lives to our profession. Our value comes from what we do. Or the series Mad Men and a lot of these other shows would not have made it. So we take our skill set and attach it to the dollar that we make. That's why knowing your purpose is so, so important. Now I'm going to look at some of the lists that I sent out yesterday on Facebook, and I want to know something, guys. Do you agree with me? What's missing in our lives? What's missing on our bucket list? Maybe you've never thought about it. Maybe you're just sitting here going, noodle scratcher today. I don't really know. Get in on the conversation, questions at scottferrell.com. First thing on this list was say please and thank you. Well, I had a monitor for that when I was a child. It's called an Aunt Frances. If you didn't say please and thank you, what'd you get? Yeah, man, could she lay a smack on you? What was she trying to tell me? That she didn't love me? No. My Aunt Frances has been my biggest fan my entire life. I love her dearly. She's my #1 fan, and I'm hers. She was trying to get me to be a man. She wanted me to be a gentleman. Now, one of the next ones is controversial now because of the feminazi movement here in the United States. Opening a door for a woman. Yes, I have opened doors, car doors, and just doors going in the buildings, and gotten cussed out for it, gotten frowned upon, gotten yelled at, and completely ignored. Believe it or not. Now, I live in the South, so for the most part in the South, a lot of women in the South will just stop and wait on you. Okay, I'm waiting. Hey, there's a door, it needs to get opened. But that has caused a source of hard feelings. I even see it on Facebook about women being upset that a man took the time to be a gentleman. Okay, so we got please and thank you and opening doors. I like the next one because it's something that the 20-somethings probably want to take note on. Work hard. Well, my generation understood what working hard was. There's a reason why the movie Wall Street was made. We obsessed over it. We were the philosophy of greed is good. I had 3 jobs. So in the 70s and 80s, all the way through the 80s, 90s, I had 3 jobs. I was always doing something to make the dollar bills. My average work week was 80 to 100 hours a week. I've since slowed down, but that was our mantra or our philosophy. So work hard. Mind your manners. I said that to the younger generation one time. What are you talking about, dude? That's really sad because they didn't really understand what I was talking about when I said mind your manners. Well, again, be polite. What is polite now? We've lost the true definition of what it even means to be polite. So I'll have to come back to that one. Offer a lady your seat. I do it all the time. It's funny to get turned down now because I'll still have the same ladies. I'll be on a plane or the tram going in from the airport or on a train. Ma'am, would you like to take my seat? No. I can stand. Well, I know that. I was observing that you could stand, but I was going to gladly give you my seat. No, I can do this. Okay. I've gotten to where I even stopped doing it now. All right, always make eye contact. A lot of people like to do this. They're talking to you, hey man, what's up? And they do the stare down. No, stare forward would be a good idea. Keep your word. Number one thing in the book research I did for what men don't get about women was men did not keep their word. Now it looks like, I mean, look at the political climate, look at our whole country currently. Is keeping your word number one at the list? Well, to look at the media, no, but to ask people on the street, yeah. So guys, keep your word. Don't curse. Wow. Better tell the young generation that one because every single thing they seem to do has curse words attached to it. Do I? Yes. Get me in a traffic jam, I'm telling you. Get me in a traffic jam at Disney World on the 4th of July at 12 a.m. I can create language. I did that a few years ago. I had to apologize to everybody in the car. And it was funny because I had just lost it. You know where you have dad's going to lose it. Dad's at meltdown point. I was at meltdown point and I just started. And our son's in the back and finally you hear this little voice in the back go, having fun now, aren't we? And I just busted out laughing and that was it. I wasn't mad anymore. And then by the time I'd gotten done with that, I'd gotten to a restaurant. It's about 2 a.m. by the time I got out of traffic. And I went to order my food, and the little girl stuck her hand out and burst into tears. So for 5 minutes, I couldn't get her to talk. She was crying so hard. I was like, honey, what's wrong? Well, everybody's being so mean to me, and you've been nice to me. I actually had to go back to the restaurant the next day, sit down with her, and help her put her life back together. It's what I do. All right, stay well groomed. Yes. Okay. No, I look like a pirate today. But yes, my hair is clean. I do take a shower and these are clean clothes. Stay well groomed. Ladies complain now about dudes just not taking showers. Guys, seriously? Don't smell like a kitty litter box. Throw on some deodorant, not too much, and throw on a little smell good. They kind of like that, but just a little, don't overpower. Have a romantic sensibility. Again, we're probably going to have to go get a book, Miss Manners, that is, and we're going to have to teach some of these things. All right, be punctual. Nothing drives me more crazy for somebody to be late. I'm one of these guys, if you're on time, you were early. If you're on time, you were late. I did that as a coach. I'm still like that. It's funny because God's got a sense of humor. The person I married, she's kind of, I'll get there eventually. Now, to her credit, it drove me so nuts. Now she beats me out the door. So that's absolutely wonderful. Shy away from gossip. Yeah, nobody likes a gossip unless they're your best friend. They've got all the dirt on all the other best friends, and they only tell you. Love well. Big area there that we could talk about. Love well. What's that really mean? Here's my definition. And I tell this to everyone, and we'll probably talk about it here in a minute with Aaron. 5. I like 5. Here's what I mean. Touch the people you love and touch their 5 senses every single day. I tell individuals all the time, if you want a happy marriage, touch her 5 senses. Touch his 5 senses. Let him hear it, taste it, smell it, see it, and feel it. If you do that every single day, they won't walk around wondering why they married you. And if you're dating, still, if you want this to continue, touch their 5 senses. And I like the last one, stay humble. Act like you've been there. I used to tell my players all the time, and I've coached kids that went on to be major stars. Act like you've done it. If you dunk the basketball, that's great. So can everybody else that's 6'11". Act like you've done it before. If you want to get in on the conversation, it's questions@scottferrell.com, or if you want to send us a text, 706-889-9700. My most fun part of the show is coming up, the mailbag. I'm going to take the questions that I received yesterday, and I am going to answer them for you. Remember, our number one rule if you send them in, make sure they can help more than one person. Don't forget, Aaron Saxton, CEO of 11 Communications, is still coming up. I'm Scott Ferrell. I'm going to be here. You stay right there. We'll be right back.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like meat lovers, backyard barbecue chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine.
El Rey.
El Rey and Ellijay.
The 50-50 sale is back at Schottenkirk Ford. 50 trucks must go in the next 50 hours. Shop over 250 trucks in stock and starting as low as $79.95. And there's several more on the lot just like it. Yes, 50 trucks must go, and not just Fords. We have all the best makes and models. You have 50 hours to cash in on huge savings. Don't miss our 50-50 sales event at Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Online at SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
Scott Ferrell, thank you so much for sending your texts and your emails. Keep them coming. Questions at scottferrell.com is how you reach us through email. Text is 706-889-9700. Keeping it light today. Been talking about men, been talking about bucket lists, what it means to be a guy, and what it truly means to be a guy. So what the media says it means to be a man and what I said it meant to be a man. Now, it's still opinion on both sides. But I wanted to strike up a conversation because I wanted people to think. Aaron Saxon's going to stop by here in a little while, and we're really going to talk about what it means to date, what it means to be single. And she's got a couple solutions for you if you are single and you're really looking for the woman or man of your dreams. Now it's time for the mailbag. I got to get to the questions that you ask. People tend to get a little irritated if I short this segment of the show. All right, I want to go ahead and jump in. First question today is from Sheila from Portland, Oregon. If you've never been to Oregon, especially that part, it's absolutely beautiful. Take the time to travel out there. You can put that on your bucket list because that was on the bucket list for men. Visit all 48 states and drive across the country. All right, Sheila's question is, what's the best way to pick a school to attend? I will assume this is college, not high school. College. My first thing is, me as a parent, now me as a student was, what's the major that I want to major in? Okay, Sheila did not put her age, so I'll take it for granted. She's probably in her 20s. As a parent, I'm looking at cost. As a student back in the 80s when I was going, I would have looked at major. So how would you pick a school right now? Well, I'm still going to work in cost. I'm going to work in my major. I'm going to work in region of the United States or the world that I want to live in. Social life, naturally, because you want college to be fun, man. I mean, come on now. I had to work through school, so I didn't get to take part in a lot of the activities, but I still picked the school that gelled with me and had the major that I needed. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to date? Again, we go to college and socialize, and chances are we're going to end up dating someone. And in college, so many people meet their future spouse. That's still a factor. What do you want to do? Is it postgraduate? So do you want to go on from bachelor to graduate to med school, law school, whatever it is, PhD program? What do you want to get out of this? Okay. So now that we've factored all that in, I still got to go back to money. Here's why. College did not cost what it costs today when I went to school. I was able to work a full-time job, sometimes two, and I left college with no debt. Boy, did I work, and I went every summer, and I worked every waking hour I could to pay for my schooling. But I left with no debt. Kids are leaving college now. I saw a Time magazine article the other day. How college ruined my life. Basically, the kid had stated that they left college with $156,325 worth of debt. Wow. And it's not like they got a degree where they could pay that off. I think they were an education major. Average education major in this country, I think, the average salary was $42,500 last year. You can't pay $150,000 off in debt if you're only making $42,500. And after taxes, now you're down. After taxes and retirement insurance, now you're down to $30,000. Bring home. That's not going to work and pay your rent and pay your utilities, kids, etc. So number one's money. So what's it cost? Then degree. I'm a big advocate of the community college programs. Why? They're less expensive. They have great professors also. And it gives you an opportunity to get the 2 years of a foundation under your belt prior to going to pay the big dollars. Because eventually you got to go on and pay the big dollars. Just get yourself ready to pay those big dollars. I hope that helped, Sheila. You can always send me an email, questions@scottferrell.com, Or if you got a personal question that only helps you, send it to scottferrell.com. All right, Stan from White Plains, New York. How do I get over a breakup? Wow, it's a good question for today, since we're talking about being single, dating, what it means to be a man. You have to make a decision. I'm the guy who got left basically at the altar a week before, and I've been crushed, it seems like, by every woman out there. I wasn't exactly the ideal guy to date once upon a time, so I got heartbroken a lot. I fit more the profile of the guys from The Big Bang Theory. Not really a ladies' man, so I understand this, Stan. You make a decision, you get up tomorrow, and you put one foot in front of the other. Now, here's the great thing about breakups. If we truly are created by a creator or God, and we have a purpose and she had a purpose, and you've broken up, your purposes didn't match anyway. The great thing about this is, if you know who you are, you know why you're created, you know your skill set, you know what you have to offer to the world, she doesn't matter anymore. Now, I know love's attached to this. Love's a drug, I get it. And the biggest heartbreak you'll ever have is losing someone you love. And a lot of times these breakups come and you don't even see them coming. You get the old, by the way, let's talk. It's kind of like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, when he wanted to break up with the little cheerleader. And he'd been planning that, and he'd already planned his speech, and she just walked up to him and said, I think we should see other people. And it was over. I've got a feeling this was more of what you had, Stan. So you make a decision. You make a decision to focus on you, and here's what I mean. The next date you go on's a job application for them. Who are you? Why were you created? What's your purpose? What's your plan for your life? What's your skill set? What is it you truly want out of life? Now we go on another date and we get the match for us. Not somebody who just paid attention to us, not someone random, someone that really is meant for us. Stan, I'm sorry for your pain, brother. I've been there, so hang in there. Next question, Savannah from Tampa, Florida. Is cheating really such a big deal? And I've got a feeling she's talking about, I'll tell you what, I'll hit them both for kicks. Cheating on your spouse, or your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, or cheating on a test or in business. Let's handle them both. Yeah, it is a big deal. Let me look at cheating on tests or lying, or, okay, look at Hillary Clinton right now. She cheated the American people. There is absolutely, I'm in business. You can ask any businessman this question. If business was this easy, oh my gosh. How in the world do you work a government job, be Secretary of State, and end up miraculously with over $200 million in an account that is tied to you and your husband? Legally, you can't. I'm glad to have anybody on the show who can show me how to do that legally and not be bought off for government interest. So yeah, it got so bad when I was teaching high school, that was the last few years, kids saw nothing wrong with cheating, and neither did mom and dad. They saw it to a means to an end. Now, what have I always said, what I'm always going to say, what is my mantra? Kids don't learn how to cheat. They're taught at home. Whatever is accepted at home will be accepted in public. So whatever they do in the home, they will do at school. They will do in life. As I tell every person I meet with from a business standpoint, you cannot hire a flawed character person and expect them to change. You cannot train away flawed character. So if you have a flawed character, I can't do anything about that. The employer can't do anything about that. Just don't hire them. So is cheating a big deal? Yes. Look at our country right now. We have state secrets that were classified, that were hacked into thanks to Hillary Clinton. That one thing right there should have her in jail. Should have anybody in jail that does that. I don't want my CPA doing that. I don't want my attorney doing that. I don't want my best friend doing that. So yes, cheating is a huge deal. Also, let's go back to test scores. What good does it do you? All right, yeah, you got through that test, but has it helped you at all? You're eventually going to get out of school, and now you've got to go out and make it on your own. Now you can't cheat anymore. Yeah, no, I believe in cooperation as far as having competent people on my team, but I ain't doing the work for them. They're going to have to do their own work. As you can tell, I was not a real big group project guy when I was in school, nor was I as a teacher. So yes, cheating is a big deal. Now, if you want to get on the conversation today, whatever it is, bring up a topic. Questions at scottferrell.com. Our text is 706-889-9700. Don't forget, Erin Saxon's going to be stopping by here in another segment. She is the current CEO of 11 Communications. If you've seen The View or The Rosie Show, you know who Erin is. All right, let me wrap this up for you, Savannah. Yes, cheating's a big deal. Yes, it can cost you. And always remember, if we have a creator, the creator can see everything we do. And if we believe in any type of vibrational world, and we believe that there is one more dimension of time than the one we're in, it will cost you. Just because people can't see you cheat doesn't mean that God hasn't seen you cheat, and doesn't mean it can't come back to you, because we live in a vibrational world. Savannah, thank you so much. Coming back up, I'm going to stay with the mailbag because I've been inundated with questions today. All right, so keep them coming. 706-889-9700. I'm Scott Ferrell. I'll be right back.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ella. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like meat lovers, backyard barbecue chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
El Rey and Ella J.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine.
El Rey.
El Rey and Ella J.
The 50-50 sale is back at Schottenkirk Ford. 50 trucks must go in the next 50 hours. Shop over 250 trucks in stock and starting as low as $79.95. And there's several more on the lot just like it. Yes, 50 trucks must go, and not just Fords. We have all the best makes and models. You have 50 hours to cash in on huge savings. Don't miss our 50-50 sales event at Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Online at SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's light and love and lollipops today. A little heavy yesterday, so I wanted to lighten it up. So what are we talking about? Relationships, being single, what it means to be a guy, the macho guy, or the one that the media says that we should all be. Now get in on the action. I want you to be part of this. 706-889-9700, or send us an email if that's how you roll. That's fine. Questions at scottferrell.com, SCOTFERRELL.com. I've been in the mailbag. I'm going to stay in the mailbag, another segment, because I want to get to your questions. Next question up is from Christy, El Paso, Texas. Got some of the best guacamole in the world down there. So if you stop in El Paso, it's one of the best places to go. All right, Christy's question is, do curfews work for kids and should I use one? Yes and no. And the question's going to be yes and no. A curfew. Let's see why we put them in place. Why would I place a curfew in place for my child? Why do NFL, Major League Baseball, and NBA players have them? To get them in before the trouble starts. My grandma, my aunt, my parents, everybody I know that's been a parent always says what? Nothing good ever happens after midnight. That's got a lot of truth to it. Just look at the hot sheets. And what do I say the hot sheets are? Sports lines, every single day. You've got some form of some player out doing something after midnight. Doesn't ever seem to get locked up prior to midnight. Well, what's the curfew? Is it 8 o'clock in the afternoon? So let's be serious here. We put curfews in place to get someone home and get them home safely before they can get into trouble. It's that simple. Or to make sure that they're at home in time to get enough rest for the next day. Why do the NFL have curfews? Keep those guys out of trouble, but also make sure they're ready to play the game the next day. Yes, curfews do work, but curfews will only work if you enforce them. And the person having the curfew placed on them has to understand why it's there. So many times as kids, let's say there's a teenager, the teenager just thinks you're being mean. Now, let me build this up too. The teenager has to respect you. Have you done and have you modeled behaviors that would allow your teenager, I'm saying 13, 14, 15, 16 and above, to respect you? Are you a role model at home? So when you say, hey, I need you home by 11, there's really not a whole lot of fight. Now, even the perfect kids give a little, come on, Mom, come on, Dad. But if you've done your job, there's not a lot of pushback for that. So do curfews work? Yeah. I personally, after my pop left, I didn't have one. I really had to put one in place for my mom. I used to have to go get my mom out of the bars and bring her home. The bar owners would call me, so it had a little different twist on that. So I'd have to tell my mom, you got a curfew, or you're gonna have to come home at a certain time. But yes, curfews work. Just make sure they're fair. Okay, when I say fair, if most of the kids are doing something till 10 or 11, come on, don't make it 9:30. Make it reasonable. That will set them up for success as an adult. What you don't want is rebellion. What you don't want is disrespect. You just want them to know that you're doing this for their good and that will improve their life in the long term. It's that simple. Christy, thank you so much for sending that. David, Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. Me being a Duke fan, it's hard for me to read this one, but I'll do it. David wants to know, does violence really solve problems? All right, let's look at the media today. Is violence solving problems? Yes and no. Let's look at World War II for us. Did we eventually have to do something in a violent manner to solve that problem? Yes, we did. Can violence solve things? Yes, it can. Is it your first solution? No. It's just like when we were kids. If a bully came up and wanted to push and shove you. Now, here's what bullying was when we were kids. Somebody popped you in the face. It wasn't talking about you. It wasn't saying stuff about your sister. It was hitting you. That was a bully. How do you answer a bully's call? With force. Remember, behavior ignored is behavior condoned. So if you ignore a bully and let them continue, they will continue. Whatever you don't stop will continue. So yes, violence does have its place. Is it our first solution? No. Let's look at today. Should violence be the way we handle what's going on in our country? No, it's not going to solve it. Nobody wins a fight because you eventually get hit. The way we handle what's going on in our country right now is call our elected officials. Hold our elected officials responsible. If you can hold your elected officials responsible, this stuff will stop. And you have to allow law enforcement to do their job. Sometimes they have to employ violence to do their job. They don't have any choice because while the good guys may want to play by the rules, the bad guys are never going to. There's a reason why we have good and evil. And as long as evil persists, there's going to be a need at some time in some form of violence to beat it. There's just no other way. David, thank you so much. All right, Jenny, Paducah, Kentucky, 2 Kentuckys. So what do you know? Is it possible to fight fair? And I got a feeling Jenny is talking about a relationship fight. No. I see so many marriage seminars based on fighting fair. In my seminars, when I'm doing stuff and in my marriage products, I don't focus on the fight. Because here's what happens. I said something to you, you said something to me. I'm tired, you're tired. We've had a long day at work. I'm a little irritated because of the traffic. You probably had to drive in traffic too. So we've walked into this thing agitated already. And chances are we're not even going to eventually argue about what the topic was. Now we're just arguing. Now I'm mad and you're mad. How many times have you gotten mad? I'm going to ask you this. It's just you and I right now. How many times have you gotten mad and then said, time out. Even though I'm extremely angry and want to smack this person, I better fight fair. I better step back and use a softer tone of voice because I'm more worried about their feelings. Now, it's not just going to happen. No, you want to smack the crap out of them. You're not going to dial it down. You're going to dial it up because now I'm in it to win it. Now it's all about winning. So fighting fair is nowhere in the equation. Here's how you fight fair. Write down a list of the 10, the 15, the 20 things that you know without a shadow of a doubt are going to cause an argument between the two of you. Sit down at a table. I'm sitting at a table right now. Write them down and say, hey, we're probably going to argue over these items eventually. Let's go ahead and work out a non-emotional response to this. That way, you walked into a hard day, I've walked in sitting in traffic. We start this conversation, we go, no, we've already worked this out. This is fight number 5, and we've already worked out a solution for this. Wow. Does that make the hard feelings go away? Does that make the days upon days of not speaking go away? We do it for companies. Partners do it all the time. If I believe our company should go this way and he believes or she believes this, you've already got it in writing, so whatever it is that you think, you've already got a stopgap there. Why don't we do it for relationships? Because it's about feelings. No, stop, it's not. It's not about feelings at all. You said you love this person. You said you love this person, and you're willing to do what it takes. Marriage or a relationship is a business agreement. As long as you're fulfilling your part of the job and I'm fulfilling my part of the job, we've agreed to still be merged. When one of us stop doing that, we're not going to be merged anymore. If we won't do it in business, why don't we do it in a relationship? So simplify this right now. No, it's not possible to fight fair. Once the gasoline hits the fire, let's say, it's just going to get worse from there. So next time you go into that seminar and they say, you got to fight fair, not going to happen. Jenny, thank you so much. I got one more. Kevin from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I used to live in Raleigh, beautiful place up there. Do cheesy pickup lines work? That's a good one for this show. No, they don't. Not with anybody of any substance, they don't. You know, you walk up, what's up, mama? I literally I was standing beside a guy in a club one night. This was in the 80s. He looks over at the girl. Baby, you know what would look better on you than that outfit? Me. Well, you can imagine what happened. She smacked him. And then she gave him a pop, and then she came back with the drink. I hadn't seen that move. Normally it's either one or the other. But she gave him a pretty good right and popped him with the drink. No, they don't work, guys. How about, shot in the dark here. How about, hey, how are you? Or let's stop the cheesiness. If you ever seen the movie Hitch, cheesy don't work. He tried to get the cheesy out of people. There's a reason why they're called cheesy pickup lines. There's a reason why there's countless websites that cover this topic. Because they don't work. They're stupid, and they make you look immature. However, if you want to look like you were a star in 16 Candles, and you want to look like you never left high school, tell you what, put on your letter jacket, even though you're my age, go out to the local Holiday Inn, hit that 70s band, and throw out those lines. But I want to make sure you got on like 4 or 5 necklaces, and I want your shirt unbuttoned down to here. It'll work famously. All right, coming up, Erin Saxon's going to be with me. She's going to be in studio, so to speak. We're going to have her so you can see her beautiful face. Send us an email, questions at scottferrell.com or 706-889-9700. I'll be right back.